hands sorting through white lawn bowls gear, elderly men in matching uniforms playing bowls on a sunny green.
You've been Mr Lam's care staff for 5 years now. What have you learnt from him?
Linda interprets. He asked me, "What did I learn from you?" Mr Lam answers, "You have to translate back to them. She doesn't learn from me. I learn from her. Say it."
He said, "I'm clever. He's learning from me." Not really, no.
Bright pink orchids. Mr Lam's hands in his lap. He says, "I was born in Malacca in 1913. After the founding of the Republic of China, my father took me to Beijing." There are flowers and ornaments on his table. A page of Chinese characters. Mr Lam says, "I used to work in the education sector, but when the country called everyone to war, I renounced the pen for the sword." Mr Lam's drinking tea with Linda. He says, "As soon as the Communist Party took over, I was so against it, so I went to Hong Kong." He shows photos of his younger self and says, "I had a farm, and after that I worked in a bank." Linda says, "So many places. Where is your favourite?" Mr Lam says, "Here." We see Mr Lam and his orchids. He says, "Although I'm in my 90s, my brain is still functioning well." He points to fruiting trees and picks some citrus from a branch. He says, "I can never stop. I have to be active. I started doing sports in school, and I'm still doing it." His bowls tag reads, "Wang Lam, West Pennant Hills." Mr Lam says, "Every Wednesday and Saturday, I play bowls. Every morning and evening, I do Tai Chi. And 1 or 2 days a week, I garden." He walks in the garden with one of his care staff. Holding an old photo of a smiling young woman, he says, "Because my wife passed away, I sometimes feel lonely." Colourful orchids and amaryllis adorn his table. He says, "I've experienced a lot through my life, so many ups and downs, sweet and bitter. Now I only want to be happy." A yum cha meal. Mr Lam says, "I am happy that my care staff come over. I can communicate with them regarding knowledge and thoughts. We can communicate with each other." He chats and laughs heartily at the yum cha table. He says, "Because of them, I'm more happy." Linda and Mr Lam.